Well, hello YouTube. Welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and let me start off by saying Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I hope that you guys are smelling that food that all your wives are cooking, or husbands, either one. So we're going to start off by showing you Bison's way of cooking turkey. So right now I'm thinking of a concoction to put in the turkey. Normally it's stuffing, and that's what I'm going to put in my turkey, but I think I'm going to mix up cornbread stuffing and regular stuffing together and make one, because it's a big cavity to fill. So I don't think it would hurt to have both. And we're going to, instead of using water, we're going to use chicken broth to get our stuffing prepared. So we're going to start off by mixing that up. So there we go. We got our pot, and got our cornbread stuffing, and we've got our regular stovetop stuffing, which is turkey with real turkey broth. So we're going to go ahead and start that. Seems to me like the last time I tried this cornbread stuffing that I didn't like it. So, you know, rather than to take a chance on it, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one for now. Simply because I don't want to waste. This stuff does expand. So, first thing we're going to do, put a little bit of butter in it, and then we're going to pour a little chicken broth in it. Probably should have melted the butter, but that's alright. Now this stuff should expand, so we'll see. So we're going to set that aside until we're ready to stuff it into the bird. So now we're going to take and stuff this into the bird. Actually, that worked out pretty good. I thought I was going to need 2 of those stuffing packs, but that thing's pretty full. You don't want to stuff it too full, simply because that stuffing will expand. So so now the next thing to do is to go ahead and put it in our pan, in a roasting pan. Now we just bought this pan, so this will be the first time we ever use it. And so now we're going to take and put the turkey in the pan, and we're going to put this right back over top of the legs. Alright, now we've got that, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to butter it. So we're going to start our oven right now. So we're going to go 450 degrees. Alright, so we're going to go 450 degrees in the oven. I probably should have already had that started up. So now we're going to brush on our butter. So what is everybody planning on doing today? Hope you guys are going to have a good day. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to take these gizzards, liver and stuff, the heart, I guess that's what it is, and I think we're going to stuff it into the other end. Alright. You notice that we have our brush marked kitchen because we don't want to accidentally grab the one that I use in gasoline out in the shop and use it in the kitchen. That wouldn't be very good. Alright, so now it looks like we've got it pretty much covered. Now we're going to take us some pepper, and we're going to pepper the whole top of it. And I think we're ready to stick it in the oven as soon as it's up to temperature. So right now we are at 170 degrees, and as soon as it gets up to 450, you'll be the first to know. Alright guys, I've missed a step, so bear with me here. I wanted to do something different, and I had forgot all about it. It's something that I haven't done ever, so it's kind of new to me. I was watching Martha Stewart doing it on YouTube, and I'm going to try that. I want a moist turkey. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to make us a broth. And we're going to use the rest of the chicken broth that we used for the stuffing, and we're going to add that into the pan. Let me move this over to the other side. Get it up out of the way. And then we got this injectable butter marinade, and we're going to use that for our basting. So we're going to baste it with this and butter. And now our oven is ready. Trying to keep it clean as we go here. What's that say? They say cleanliness is next to godliness. Alright, so now we're going to mix this in a little more butter. And we're going to melt that. So as soon as that comes or gets melted, we'll be back. Alright, so now we've got it melted, and that's all we needed. So now the next thing we're going to do, and don't you guys go and get crazy on me when I do this, Martha Stewart did it, so it should be okay. What she did was use a cheesecloth. I've never seen that technique before, but we're going to see if that'll work. So I'm just going to fold this up. Let's see, it's folded up like so. And we're going to get that and put it down inside there and soak it up. And then we'll open that up. And then we're going to fold that down over top of this turkey. So now we've got this on the turkey. So now we'll take and let's find a spoon here, and we'll do this again. Baste it on the spots that were a little dry. Alright, so now we get to stick it in the oven for a half hour is what it says. We're going by Martha Stewart's idea, so I'll put a link to that down here in the description, and that way you guys can see for yourself what I'm trying to reproduce. So now we're going to go ahead and stick this thing in the oven. Alright, let's start our timer. For 30 minutes. Alright. We got 30 minutes, and then we come back and we baste it and we bring the temperature down to 350 degrees. Alright guys, now we're ready to baste our turkey. It's been a half hour, and now we've dropped the temperature to 350 degrees, and now we're going to open it and baste it. Alright, now we're going to baste this, and we're going to use the thing that came in the bottle. We're going to stir this up, and we're going to get us up a bunch of it. And then we're going to baste this. I wonder if it wouldn't be easier just to do it this way. Alright, so now we've got that basted. Now we're going to stick it back in the oven. And remember, we are on 350 degrees now. I've got the rack about 5 or 6 inches above the burner. Alright, now we're going to set the timer for 2.5 hours. Alright, 2.5, and we start. Now we're going to baste this every half hour, so we got 5 bastings. Alright, so now while we're waiting on the turkey to bake, we're going to marinate this, and it ain't gonna be very long. I don't need it to be very long. We're just gonna get a head start on the ham, getting it. So what we got here is an injectable Pearline honey ham marinade, and we're going to mix this up a batch of this. This is one of them ones I think don't have a starting point. So we're just going to go on. They really didn't want us to have any of that, did they? And what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of pineapple sauce to it, or juices. Got way more than I think I'm going to need, but what we're going to do, let's get our pineapples on here first. And I don't think I have any toothpicks. So I guess we're going to have to pick a spot here where it'll hang on really good. Yeah, we actually need some toothpicks. Now, daggone it, what am I going to use? Well, I don't know what we're going to use. I don't have no teeth, so that's why we don't have toothpicks. Well, anyway, the idea is to put these on here. I like to have one more right there, but oh well, we're not going to get it simply because I didn't get no toothpicks. You don't never get what you don't think of. So anyway, we're going to take, I didn't get no cherries either, so normally you would have cherry in the center. But we're just going to pour this over it. And then we're going to lift it just so that it'll go underneath of it. Alright, so now it's under it. And then we're going to put a piece of aluminum foil on it. we put it in the oven. Alright, so now we get to pull it out, and we have another hour to go. So we got 2 more bastings for that period. So him pop back there, can't get it out. Alright, so basically we're just taking our brush, and what I did to get more was I added oil, more butter, and the rest of the chicken broth and some water, and we're just going to keep basting this thing, keeping this thing nice and moist at all times. And I added some water in the bottom of my pan and some oil. And now when we add to it by doing this, because what comes off of it goes down in the bottom. So when we get down to where we're doing the basting every 15 minutes, then we will start using that. So now we're ready to put it back in, and we've got another hour, and we'll come back when we're ready to make our next move. Alright, so now that we've got the ham ready, I'm going to doctor this up with a little bit of brown sugar. And we have a problem. Every time our brown sugar keeps getting hard on us, and I don't know why it keeps doing that. We had it in the bag and it got hard, and it's aggravating. It's still workable. It's just a little harder to work. So I don't understand why. If anybody knows how to keep brown sugar moist, I'd love to know the answer to that. Alright guys, now we are to take the cloth off. So now for the moment of truth. Alright. Take that off. And then we are to marinate it. Baste it again. And you can use the stuff down in the bottom too. Alright, now we'll put that back over there, and now we got to baste it every 15 minutes. We stick it back in the oven for on the same temperature, and now we just do it or baste it every 15 minutes until the you get it to the brownness that you want, and the inner deepest core center is 165 degrees. So now let's get started on that process. And then we'll get on the ham. And the old lady will be home in another probably 20 minutes. She had to work today, so I always cook the turkey and the ham, and she does the rest. So she done got half her stuff done. She done it last night. So till then. Alright guys, it is time to take the turkey out and check it. Alright, we are looking for 165 degrees. We're at 160. About 167 degrees. My God, we couldn't get no perfect than that. So now we get to stick the ham in and our yams. So we're going to move this to the back. Now the ham is going to bake for about 2 hours, and the finishing temperature on it, I believe, is 140 inside. So we're going to go ahead and get that started. Alright guys, yams are done. So, turkey's done, yams are done, ham is working on itself right now. We got another hour and 6 minutes to go. We're eating late tonight. Alright guys, beeper is going off. Now we got to pull the ham out. Look at that, ain't that pretty? Alright, so now we are waiting on the taters, mashed potatoes, and I think we pretty much got it all taken care of. We'll show you the feast when it's all on the table. But that sure is a pretty ham and a pretty turkey. Alrighty guys, the meal is on the table and is ready to go. We got deviled eggs, we got yams with marshmallows and brown sugar. We got the gravy. We got her cheese ball that she made. Cranberry sauce, mashed potatoes, rolls, peas, corn, and a very, very pretty ham, and the turkey. We're getting ready to chow down, guys. Oh, and don't forget the pumpkin pie. Gotta have the pumpkin pie. So there you have it. Bison's Thanksgiving dinner this year, 2016. I hope it helped somebody, and I hope that it made everybody hungry. You guys have a good one. Happy Thanksgiving from everybody here at Bison. You guys have a good one. Later.